Next, we're going to move on to how to add to garments and patterns by adding to them, adding to the bottom of them. And if you want to add to the length of an existing garment, this is definitely the category that you would want to pay special attention to. Looking at the pictures there from the left to the right, the first two is an underdress and an overdress, but what I'm featuring here really is the addition of a ruffle. It was interesting to me how I found that as I created the underdress first, that the ruffle really pulled that dress longer. So as we get into the pattern creation for this underdress, overdress style, I have then encompassed that fact in the calculations. And then the red dress there that I got from Pinterest most likely is the simple addition of some lace at the bottom. And there are some definite techniques in just adding a flat band to the bottom of a garment that I'm sure you'll find helpful as well. Here you have, do you think this looks attractive? This is one of the best examples of what not to do that I could possibly have come up with. I couldn't have made this up any better. Never, never, never put a ruffle where you want to look smaller. This is not a flounce, this is a gathered ruffle. Gee whiz. Slashed knit peplum. I wouldn't even really technically call this a peplum. But it just makes her tummy and her hips look huge. Regular price $345, on sale for $104. Personal opinion here, it's not even worth $4. I kept seeing this garment pop up on Pinterest, so when it was time to make my expecting daughter a garment for Christmas, I ran it by her and she said yes, that she loved it. I created it out of a pine green double knit for the upper layer, and I decided to give it a little more body because it's wintertime. I would also underline it, and from the underlining I would attach the ruffle made out of chiffon. That's what I did. It turned out really cute. I didn't manage to get many pictures of it at all, so I made it again, as I do try my best to thoroughly test things. So that was my inspiration. Let's go on and see how I created it. To explain this photograph to you, follow along, and you also need to go to your printed booklet, Ruffles and Bands, Roman numeral number 1, under adding to, the second bullet, steps number 1, 2. The pink is just how much length I have added to the garment. Now we're doing the underdress, and I made a note that this added length would be for also attaching to it a 4 3/4 inch deep ruffle. So overall my underdress was 36 inches long. My idea on all of your lengthening patterns is that if you make them out of a colored tissue paper and clearly label them with a dashed line, as you can see at the top there of the pink, of where you would pin or tape it to your master pattern, then you'll just have all of these wonderful options. Your rear view. Way back in college, I was taught that if you simply added a 1/2 inch to 1 inch to your length at the center back and then curved that gently up to the side seams, that it just created a better rear view look. So I've decided to give you this the terminology Rearview Grace, and you can see how simple that is to do. I've simply added 1 inch there at the bottom of the center back. You see I've got my back pattern tissue underneath the front, so you really have 2 layers of pink here. So I've added that 1 inch back grace length, which I'm calling your Rearview Grace. So just take that as good advice. You can do it to anything and everything, and it will make your rear end view look nicer. So here then quickly are both the front and the back for this underdress. You can see that there's a definite curve and that the center back is longer. The back is the pattern piece at the left. not that hard.